Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. That was a weird way of saying that. I'm Unoriginal, welcome back. This is a new video, it's called Waffle Wednesday. Waffle Wednesday, I don't know. Every Wednesday, once a month on a Wednesday, I'm going to bring you a Waffle Wednesday video where I make a waffle, tell you how I made it, my different approach to making... dang it, the thing's still going. I'm just going to do that. It's going to beep a little bit. It's this in the background for everyone to watch my ginger beer tasting video. We're going to make a waffle. We're going to make it vegan with a traditional cast iron waffle maker. This is the guy. And we're going to just have some fun. So if that sounds like something you want to watch, stick around, subscribe. We're going to do this every so often. I'm going to start by heating this bad boy up. So I've always been really big on waffles. I love waffles. I used to have like one of those Teflon waffle makers back in the day, and I just cooked the hell out of it. I made like blueberry waffles, I made chocolate chip waffles, all sorts of stuff, and it ended up ripping the Teflon off, and I didn't really want to eat that. So it took me a long time to save up for a cast iron waffle maker. Finally got the excuse to grab one for my birthday this year, and we're gonna do this. So the waffle today is something I've been making a lot of because I don't use eggs in recipes, and waffle batter really needs a good egg. And also because this is cast iron rather than Teflon, I'm still seasoning it. I'm still getting it to the point where I can make a waffle and open up the waffle iron without it tearing in half. So a lot of what I've been making is kind of dough based rather than batter based. So I have here a very beautiful Turkish bread dough that I made this morning. It's proofed for about 2 hours now, so it should be all good to cook. The way that I made this dough is I started with a cup of water around between 30 to 40 degrees Celsius. I did it a bit high because I add the yeast and some flour, and I mix that up to do the first proofing of the yeast. So I want to make sure that it's got enough temperature in the water to acclimatize once the flour is added and once the yeast is added, and then I let that sit for about 10 minutes or so until it starts bubbling. Once it's bubbling, I come back and I add some more flour, about 3 or 4 heaped tablespoons. Then I add about a flat tablespoon of sugar. I add some salt, not in that order. And then I added some yogurt to this, some coconut yogurt that I made. You can add whatever yogurt you want. If you want to know how to make coconut yogurt, I'll link that recipe down below. And then just about a tablespoon of oil, and I mix that up. And what you get from that is you do get a bit of a batter. Just keep adding flour to it until it starts to form into a ball. You don't need to knead it. You can just sort of mix it up, give it some good activity, and then you leave it to proof and it will sort of turn like this. So we should be able to scoop this out and kind of roughly form, break away, maybe 2 of those. Oh, big spoonful of that. I'm not going to roll this into balls and let it re-proof. I'm just going to chuck it straight into the waffle iron, sort of like that, and let it expand and spread out. So let's cook some of this stuff up, shall we? It's almost lunchtime. What I like about doing the dough is you don't even need to put oil on the waffle iron when you're putting in the batter. You just chuck the batter straight in, and because the iron is so hot and the batter is it turns sort of crispy on the edges, on the outside, it'll come away without leaving anything behind. You don't even need any oil, so that's awesome. And what you end up with is this really tasty, really chewy, almost sweet, salty bread. Oh, we got an air bubble. Okay, so why am I making waffles that are effectively like pizza dough or Turkish bread? They're not sweet, they're kind of saltier, they're kind of more savory. Well, I'm going to make like a waffle, I was going to make a waffle hot dog. I don't have any sausages, so I've got some onion that I'm going to fry up. And when I say fry up, I mean toast up. I always find onions tastier if you don't use too much oil. I'm going to chuck this into this hot pan with no oil. Let those oniony flavors come out. Then my wife made this beetroot and mushroom burger patty mix that looks a lot like mince when you look at it. But it is, again, completely vegan, so we'll just chuck a few balls in here. Make some room for them. Waffle would be another good thing to put in this. So we'll let all this get some colour, let it cook up nicely, and then we're going to chuck it in some sauce and some coleslaw into our waffles, like a hot dog or a piece of folded bread or something. I feel like I need to clarify something. In New Zealand we do a thing called a sausage sizzle. It's very much like having a hot dog, except not. Like, you don't have it in a bun, you have a sausage in a piece of bread with margarine, sauce, and usually fried onions. And it's like, it's not an industry around this, there's not people making this as a side business. This is the New Zealand version of the lemonade stand, where it'll be like schools or sports groups who are trying to raise money, and hardware shops like Bunnings and Mitre 10 Mega, they will sponsor people to sit outside, and they just have the the thoroughfare of customers. They'll have that foot traffic, they'll provide a barbecue, and then the people who are selling the sausages have to provide the sausages and the service and everything like that. So that's kind of what inspired me to make this. Alright, so in terms of sauces, I'm going to go with, the good old New Zealand standard, some tomato sauce. I feel like I need a plate, probably. So I'm going to douse half of this with some tomato sauce. Violet, you want some food? What are you up to? Do you want some waffle? Is that what you're after? This is my dog, ladies and gentlemen. She is a shitty poo, but she wants some of this. Doesn't that just look fantastic? You want some waffle, Violet? You want some waffle? You want some waffle? We've been training. This is the moment of truth. You're on video this time. I'm going to drop the waffle in 3. Just look at this stance. She thinks she's people. 3, 2, 1. That was very close. You nearly got it. Very good. Come here. Come here. No, she's too busy trying to chew that waffle. Okay, so I feel like that's nicely done. A little bit browner than I probably should have let it get to, but that's okay. The other sauce that I have here, it's a mustard. It's a chipotle mustard ghost chili pepper sauce that I got from a local guy. His name is Bonsai Banger. He's based in Wellington. Really nice guy. He gave me some habanero pods, which I made some ginger beer out of, which I call gingerero. It's not even stuff. But yeah, this sauce is very thick and it's almost done. Oh, it's coming out. So you don't need a lot of it, but it's got a really nice American mustard flavour to it, and then a really nice heat behind it. And a smoky flavour to it as well from the chipotle, so it's just fantastic. Let's get that there. You can't have chili sauce. You can't have chili sauce, Violet, you'll go nuts. Then we've got the sauerkraut. Can't have a good... I feel like sauerkraut is just so underrated when it comes to having hot food with onion. Use a spoon so I get all of the vinegar and the juices. It's a lot of sauerkraut. Get our little balls, our meatballs out of here. And then, of course, lastly we need to have a good dose of onions. I did a whole onion because I don't like leaving half an onion on the bench and it going all, brown or sprouting and stuff. Heaven forbid life finds a way in this household. So I cooked the whole thing up. My wife is going to be home soon, so she may want some fried onion for lunch. Who knows? She's not getting my waffle though. So that is it. That is the waffle toasty thing that we are going to fold over, and look at that. Jesus Christ, what have I done to myself? Bon appetit, oh, and it's steaming and everything. I'm not the most graceful eater. And this isn't a very pretty meal that you want to give to your friends, but when you're home alone and you got a waffle iron, and you got some time on your hands. That is just absolutely amazing. Especially on a cold winter's day. Hey Violet, some good stuff. I've been greedy, put both waffles together, made a sandwich. I wouldn't be dealing with this whole gravity situation, but I just felt like that would be too many carbs. This is nice light meal. So this is my Turkish bread waffle creation. You know, fairly simple, fairly tasty, but very tasty. But I'm interested to know now that I've started this whole thing, what kind of waffles do you guys want to see? Don't say blue waffle at one person in the comment section who's going to be like, ha, Google this. No, it's 2020, we all know better, okay? Don't even bother. But yeah, let me know what kind of waffles you guys want to see. This is a campfire waffle iron, so I might try to do like a rustic waffle at some stage. I'm definitely going to do a donut waffle recipe thing. Stop growling, it's my food. The nerve. Anyway, I've been Unoriginal. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.
I wanna taste your content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell.
You want some food? You want some food? Do you want some food, Violet? Yeah? Do you want some food? How much do you want food? How much do you want some food, eh? You excited? Are you excited, Violet? Hey, Violet, you want some food? Do you want some food? Do you want some food? Yes, you do, don't you? You want some food.